Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So the entire crypto market is red right now. Is this the time to panic? Is this a crypto winter? Is this the crash of the entire crypto market? I'm going to be sharing with you in this video why right now is not the time to panic and why right now is actually a good opportunity for most investors to take advantage of. Now, before we get started with this video, I do need to apologize. I need to apologize because I haven't uploaded a video in the past few days because I was spending some quality time with my family for Father's Day, for my sibling's birthday, and it looks like every time I take even just a few days off of YouTube, the entire crypto market just comes to a crash. Last time I was in Miami, Florida for the Bitcoin 2021 conference, I took 1 week off. I took just 1 week. The entire market was red that week. So if you guys want to help out the entire cryptocurrency market, I need to ask you a favor. Go ahead and drop a like down below on this video because it's going to incentivize Brian Jung to make more videos, thus helping the cryptocurrency market because I have a huge influence over what the prices do. All kidding aside, I don't think what I do has an influence, but it is very interesting to see that every time I do not upload a video, the market is just tumbling and free falling. So we're going to get this up and we're going to see what happens. Maybe it'll start going back up. But guys, today, let's talk about the crypto market. First of all, it's down $1.33 trillion right now, or down 11.12% over the last day. Bitcoin's dominance is currently at 45.74%. And as you guys can see, every cryptocurrency is down over 10 to 20%. It is an absolute bloodbath. If we go into the 24% increases, there is no cryptocurrency that is green today that is not a stable coin. It even says the stable coins are red when technically they're still at $1 on coinmarketcap.com. So if we look at some of the biggest losers for today, this is going to be Dogecoin pulling back to 20 cents. And I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what this means, why Dogecoin is pulling back so much, and whether or not this may be a good opportunity to pick up some Dogecoins at a pretty low average cost. Now, guys, going back into the charts, we first need to talk about Bitcoin because regardless of whatever happens fundamentally with any alternative coins on the market, nothing will move unless Bitcoin makes movement first. This is why it's so important for us to hear about where Bitcoin is, what's happening with Bitcoin on a fundamental standpoint, on a technical standpoint, and a little bit of on-chain analysis as well. So first of all, I want to talk about good news, right? MicroStrategy. We got MicroStrategy buying 13,005 Bitcoin for $489 million, and they now hold over 105,000 Bitcoin. If you guys didn't know, MicroStrategy is led by CEO Michael Saylor, based out of the DMV area, surprisingly, believe it or not. And MicroStrategy now has 105,000 total Bitcoin, completely nerfing Tesla, who only has less than half of how much they have, and then really just absolutely dwarfing any other publicly traded company. So all of these publicly traded companies that have stated that they have invested into Bitcoin are the ones listed right here. MicroStrategy is showing good bullish news because they are still confident in their strategy. They bought in at Bitcoin before we had this market pullback, but it doesn't seem like Michael Saylor is worrying one bit at all. They bought at $37,617 in the millions and millions of dollars of range. So you got to imagine how much money that actually is. But Bitcoin today is sitting at $32,704. MicroStrategy is a company that you can publicly invest in. This is Robinhood, and you can see in the last week, they are down 2.71%. In the last day, they are down 9.71%. But check this out. In the past month, they have gone up $585.75, starting at $453 and up 27% in the past month. If we look at the 3 months, they've been taking a little bit of a dip since Bitcoin has had a bit of a pullback too within the market. But since the last all-time high of $1,041, they have been having a great year so far, still up 392% as well. Now, the whole reason why I bring the price targets up to you for MicroStrategy is because even though Bitcoin has been bearish, if you can't stomach any type of volatility, if you had entered MicroStrategy in the past month, you'd still be bullish within a crypto-related company. So aside from some of the publicly traded mining companies, aside from any ETFs, or even any large trusts that hold Bitcoin, MicroStrategy has been proven to be bullish just in the last month. So if you do want to invest into cryptocurrency or make money in cryptocurrency, there are a ton of ways to do it, and I still see MicroStrategy as a viable option in this market today. Now, guys, aside from that, I do have some cryptocurrencies that have been on my watch list, but I've slowed down a lot of my crypto buying, and I've just been dollar cost averaging slowly every single day into these positions automatically. Ethereum down $2,000, so they are at $1,953. Binance close to $300 again. Cardano back at $1.28. And on top of that, we got Chainlink back at $18.59, and Polygon or Matic at $1.22. You know, what's really fascinating to me during these times is how much the overall fear and greed index really affects the price of Bitcoin. As you guys know, people were so anxious and people were so excited to buy Bitcoin. They were liquidating all of their assets and possessions in order to purchase Bitcoin back when it was at $60,000. But now at the fact that we're at $32,000, it's deterring a lot of people. Now, I think it's just because of the short-sightedness that many new investors have with investments like this. When you take a look and take a step back, many people who did enter cryptocurrency were on the premise of all the raging altcoins, thinking that if they invested now in the short-term run, they can make possible gains of 1,000+ returns on some of those meme coins. So I do believe that a lot of the hands that are holding crypto were a lot of people who I would say are new and that don't have those strong diamond hands. So if you have paper, flaky, lettuce hands, I just want to say, if you happen to be holding cryptocurrency, right now is definitely not the time to sell. Do not panic sell your investment, because we've seen this happen 3 or 4 times with cryptocurrency just in the past few months. So if we take a look at the price volatility, Bitcoin will dip all the way down to $32,000, come right back up, dip down again, come right back up, dip down again, come back up, dip down a little bit more, go back up to what we experienced in the past week, and then dip back down. But overall, in the past month, it's been so sideways that we haven't really been breaking out of this consolidation phase since the end of May. So in the past month, if you have been going through volatility and it seems like crypto has just been going down and down and down, zoom out of the picture and realize, yes, we have been going down from the last all-time high of what we've had of $64,000. But even in the past year, Bitcoin started 1 year ago today at less than $10,000, and we're still at over $32,000 today. But for me, everything is a long-term gain. You can see how crazy and vicious the bull cycle was this time, and I don't believe that we are near the end of it at all. Although we're getting this type of consolidation, I still believe that there is a strong chance that we can have a breakout and we can have mass accumulation happening again in the next few weeks. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen the day after that. I think in the next few weeks, if you're patient and you have strong hands, your investment is going to pay out. So the next article we need to talk about is all of this FUD coming from the Chinese government. So the Chinese bank promises to step up cryptocurrency ban. The 4 major state-owned commercial banks and payment service Alipay promised to step up monitoring of customers and block use of their accounts to buy or trade cryptocurrencies. They quote, "Customers are asked to be more aware of risks, safeguard bank accounts, and not to use virtual currency related transactions," China Construction Bank Ltd said on its website. Now, although this would naturally look like bearish news, we have to emphasize China's natural narrative in trying to be the authority, trying to be in the all-consuming authority in the government and overall space. You got to take a look back and look at China saying this type of FUD over and over again in the past decade since Bitcoin has been around. So check this out. Monday, September 11th, 2017, Bitcoin price falls again on reports that China is shutting down local exchanges. Or how about this? Monday, November 25th of 2019, just a few years back, Bitcoin sinks to lowest level since May, falling $3,000 in a month as Chinese accelerates a crackdown. Or how about this? China bans banks from handling Bitcoin trade in 2013, or even this. Beijing bans Bitcoin, but when did it all go wrong for cryptocurrencies in China back in 2018? I think it's safe to say that this narrative and this FUD that we're getting from China is nothing new at all. And if you're a new investor and this is the first time you're hearing about this, only the uneducated or the bears of cryptocurrency are going to say that this is a huge deal, when in reality, this is stuff that the long-term hodlers have been used to. If we don't hear any news about China talking about banning Bitcoin, then means something is wrong in the industry. Just know that it's like clockwork. Every month or so, every time we get a dip in the price, then it seems like a lot of these mainstream media outlets have a button where they call their guy and say, hey, this is the time, push it out. And they'll talk about China banning Bitcoin again. But guys, we have been seeing a lot of news where exchanges are making changes. They are making moves. They are changing headquarters. For the most part, because of how decentralized cryptocurrency is, it doesn't matter what China does. Although there is a lot of buying power on that end, the overall development and where cryptocurrency is headed will still get there regardless if China decides to pick it up or not. Now, one piece of article that I do need to mention that can get filtered in with the FUD, I do believe is a little bit more of facts behind this one, and this is China to shut down over 90% of its Bitcoin mining capacity after local bans. So many Bitcoin mines in southwest China's province Sichuan, one of China's largest cryptocurrency mining bases, were closed as of Sunday, according to after local authorities ordered a halt to mining in the region on Friday amid an intensified nationwide crackdown against cryptocurrency mining. The ban also means that more than 90% of China's Bitcoin mining capacity is estimated to be shut down for at least the short term, as regulators in other key mining hubs in China's north and southwest regions have taken similar harsh steps. The notice listed 26 firms that had been inspected and reported as potential cryptocurrency mining enterprises. The notice also ordered local electricity companies to immediately stop supplying power to crypto mining projects they have detected and conduct self-inspection and rectification and report the results by Friday. Also, it banned local authorities from approving new mining projects. So this right here, I would consider more realistic FUD for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But we did also get an article. China logistics firm in Guangzhou confirms to CNBC it's airlifting 6,600 pounds of Bitcoin mining machines to Maryland, USA. So I don't really know why out of all the states they chose Maryland, but guys, I'm honored as a fellow Marylander. I will have my doors unlocked and have a place in my very tiny apartment for them to place their crypto mining equipment, because I am in favor of crypto and I will support So with China deciding to ban a majority of its mining operations, this was reported to be both a good and bad aspect of cryptocurrency. Now, the reason why this can be bullish is because since Bitcoin has been operating on that proof of work concept, you have to realize that whenever we have a large group or large mining operations or a single country that is a majority of the hash power for Bitcoin, it can get very risky for that cryptocurrency, and it can beat what we talk about in terms of decentralization with how this all works. With Bitcoin mining operations in China coming to a close, what we'll notice is that they will make a move. They will come out of there. They will fight the regulation. If they can't, we're just going to have other mining operations from all around the world, potentially the United States, where we have two large publicly traded companies that are going ham at this as well, where it will take over as well. Now, in terms of a technical aspect, we have the Bitcoin death cross, which is one reason why Bitcoin has been going down, in addition to the Chinese FUD that we've been seeing lately in the news, on top of the natural weekend sell-off that we get. So as you guys know, for the past few weeks, for the past few months, we've been talking about how cryptocurrency enter these cycles. During the week, we usually get a strong boost. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we get a lift off, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we usually have a little bit of a sell-off. So I believe with a combination of everything going on in the market, in addition to the technical aspect of the death cross, which I believe was a self-fulfilled prophecy, this could have been the actual reason. But as soon as the death cross hit, we did begin to see a minor sell-off to where we are right now with Bitcoin at $32,000. But surprisingly, the biggest hit that we're seeing is coming from all of those altcoins, especially with cryptocurrency like Dogecoin, which I believe are just all new retail investors who are just paper handing their trades and panic selling at any sign of volatility. Now, the good news out of all that is that even though we hit the death cross, we haven't been seeing a huge break in the support levels. And if we're still looking at the Wyckoff accumulation phase, which we have been spot on with a few technical data analysts that I've been following in terms of their chart patterns, we're still right on track for a pretty bullish foundation. So if you guys are holding right now, the recommended advice, at least on this chart, is to short. I never recommend anyone to short anything or even cryptocurrency. We've just seen the negative pitfalls and the infinite amount of money you can lose anytime people decide, hey, this is an overly shorted position. Let's band together. Let's get the homies together. And you can see what happened with AMC, GME, and the Wall Street Bets crowd and see that you never want to be shorting any type of positions. But if you are a more experienced trader, chances are you are able to find ways to make money in this market. But I do believe holding long-term is still going to be the method to go. So a lot of people were estimating that the Wyckoff accumulation phase was happening way quicker than we were anticipating. As you guys can see, at least on this chart, we are still in the beginning of phase C, which we have not entered. And if we're able to break out of phase C and phase D, and we're still following this chart, which we have been for the past few months, ever since we had a little bit of that market crash back in May, you'll notice that we are still right on track for a possibility of going to $54,000. Now, although the technical aspect is very entertaining and it's good to get an idea of where we could go, historically, based on the data, a lot of this is still up in the air. And that's why a lot of these TAs really don't know exactly where this may head. And a lot of people are still speculating on the price of Bitcoin. So the most OP God tier technical analysis chart that I believe is on the interwebs right now is going to be the Winnie the Pooh doing the nothing chart. So this is just going to be a little bit of rhetoric just on the fact that everyone's trying to TA and chart and pattern out what may happen in the next few months. But, you know, a lot of this is still up in the air, and doing nothing, hodling during these times may prove to earn you much higher rewards. Now, my biggest tip for any new investor during this time is to definitely not panic sell on a day like this. I know when the market is red, it's hard to see the optimism and the good and where crypto is headed, but fundamentally nothing has changed with any of these investments. You can consider looking at these investments as a sale because we are taking 14 to 15% dips for a swing trade, which is when you enter a position, say on a Sunday, and then we enter right back where we were just a week ago, where Bitcoin is back at $40,000. You can enter, close these positions, make up your losses off of a swing trade. This is not recommended for anyone who is a new investor. I do believe if you just hodl through these times, you can still come out ahead, especially if you're holding these investments for a long-term run. I'm still sticking with my strategy as an investor, and that's the dollar cost average, small amounts into Bitcoin, regardless of whatever happens in the price, because I'm not here for 1000% returns tomorrow and getting disappointed at the fact that if it doesn't happen, then I'm completely out. I'm in this for the long-term run. And for all the people that have become multimillionaires, people who have made a fortune from cryptocurrency, are the ones that have been patient, that have strong diamond hands since the beginning of time. So if you're able to survive whatever we may approach, whether this is quote unquote that winter that some people proclaim it is, or whether it's just another dip in the market off a distribution pattern, I believe holding long-term run, you are still going to be very, very profitable, and you're going to thank yourself for not panic selling at the bottom during these times. Now, guys, that was my video for today. Don't forget to comment today's secret word, and that's going to be Kermit the Frog. Comment down below just because it's green. It's the opposite of red. The market is red, and we need a little bit of green energy in the market today. So thank you all so much again for watching. Don't forget to check out the links down below in the description. BlockFi, you can get up to 8 to 9% APY back on your cryptocurrency investment. If you're going long, put it in there, put it into a stable coin, and start earning money while doing nothing at all. By using my link, you'll also get a free welcome bonus as well. Check out Webull, link down below in the description. 2 free stocks, one valued up to $1,850, where you can trade both stocks and crypto. And they have a killer MacBook iOS desktop app. So if you guys have been using MacBook computers like I have, I believe Webull is one of the best softwares and apps that you can trade on today. Last but not least, don't forget to check out Surfshark, link down below in the description. You get 3 months free and 83% off if you check out my link when trying to sign up for this VPN. So thank you all so much again for watching. Hopefully y'all stay healthy. Hopefully y'all don't get freaked out by this red in the market, because something's telling me that we're going to come out just fine. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.